Hey guys, it's me, Danny. I wanted to give a quick little intro for my first video. Wanted to let you know that this is going to be a video about me. Give you a little more information, I guess, a little more insight into who I am, my thoughts, my beliefs, some of my opinions on things. And I'm gonna hopefully make more videos about different subjects. There's a lot of stuff. I've been through so much shit in my life. People have told me, I don't know how many times, that I need to write a book. So, instead of writing a book, I am doing this. So, if you like the content, please hit the like button. If there's anything that you see that may help someone you know, please share. And hopefully you laugh. Hopefully you can learn a little bit of something, and hopefully we will see you again on the next video. Thanks, guys. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little tour of what I've got growing in the yard. Got some cucumbers. Got some baby ones on there, if you can see them. Potatoes. Those I had cut up some old potatoes that had gotten eyes on them. Each piece had a few eyes. I just stuck it in some dirt and they started growing. These are my black raspberries. I got the start from my grandma like 2 years ago, I think. And they've gone crazy. I just picked them. These are not quite ready. They still have a little red to them. They need to be pretty dark. Like they say, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And that is true. I got my little compost over here. I started this a few years ago. I did not know until last summer that you can buy a compost starter. So if you get one of these, I highly recommend it. The starter helps the stuff break down. And my garden, I have onions, which I had green onions I bought from the store and never used. So instead of wasting them, I planted them, and they are going crazy. Got some peppers. I think these are green peppers. I can't remember. That is creeping phlox. I planted them in my garden and forgot to take them out. I just moved some this spring up front, but the rest of them are still here. This little bugger is a sad little eggplant. He doesn't like growing over here, apparently. We've got, this is, over here, this is lavender. It helps keep pests away, supposedly. This is lemon mint. It also helps keep pests away, and it tastes very good. And you can pick a piece off and eat it. Or if you like mixed drinks, it's good in mixed drinks. We've got tomatoes, a variety of different kinds. I don't know what's what. Over here we've got some watermelon that came up on their own from last year. That they didn't grow right last year, so I just let them rot in the bed and they popped up on their own. That's also some potatoes that I'd actually picked out of the basket to see how they were doing, and they're teeny tiny, like marble size. So I decided, well, what the hell, we'll replant them, see what happens. This is some catnip that's going crazy. Got this at the local flea market. That is sage. My bestie at work, her dad bought that for me so that I can make some sage bundles, dry it, and make sage bundles for saging. That poor little thing right there is a blueberry bush to go along with this blueberry bush, but it is not doing too well, so we'll see. Over here we have some rosemary. It's also supposed to keep pests away. My strawberries have gone crazy this year. Kind of took over the whole thing. This over here is lettuce. I don't know if it's bib lettuce or if it's butter lettuce, but I've never grown lettuce, so if I don't know if I've let it grow too long because I've never seen lettuce like that. But you guys tell me. This is a canna flower I bought from our home and garden show. My bestie at work, her friend is a gardener, and he does competition, and he sells those. So I have 2 cannas from him that need to go in new pots because they're not growing properly for these little pots. That orange flower, I really don't know what that is. I planted it to help the pollinators, and then supposedly I think it's also supposed to keep pests out. I have this that came up on its own. Now this is also a type of mint that I grew last year, and I thought it died off, but it didn't, and it tastes good. A little more bitter. I like the lemon better. And some more lavender. Ooh, that's bitter. These little boogers here, these little metal things here that I've made, got one over here, that if you take wire, copper wire, make sure it's not coated with anything, maybe it's straight copper wire, wrap it around a bamboo pole or a dowel rod, doesn't matter. Wrap it all the way around, all the way up and down. Stick it in the ground. You want about maybe a couple inches worth of wire sticking straight out the bottom to go into the dirt. And supposedly that is to help bring the energy from the air into your plants to help them grow. My yard's a mess, don't mind me. See all the little lovely little yellow flowers in my yard. All these little flowers, I don't know what they are, but I let them grow as much as I can for the pollinators. Because Lord knows the bees are taking a nosedive and we need bees. That's a little bird feeder I made out of junk I got at the Restore store. So if you're doing any home improvements or just like to do little hobbies, go to their Restore store, which is for Habitat for Humanity. They've always got everything in there. That's my favorite go-to store because I like to make things out of whatever I can find. So I bought the little base, which is a little person. It was all white when I got it. I spray painted it. I found that bowl or the plate there also, and decided, well, that would work as a bird bath. So the little plastic blue bowl on the bottom, yeah, I know it looks gaudy, but I was trying to figure out how I was going to get the plate on top of the little statue because it doesn't have it's just flat. There's nowhere for it to stay on. And then this is my yard. My property goes about to that green, about to that thing right there, and goes back. So yeah, and my little project, which I ran out of money for the rocks. You would not believe how many rocks you really need. Hard to believe that that's 5 bags of rocks. I need to get some more rocks. And these are sunflowers, a variety of sunflowers. There's regular sunflowers, there's red, purple, whatever colors. There's a variety. And some milkweed. I encourage everybody to plant milkweed just because it helps the butterflies, the monarch butterflies. I believe they put, I don't think they eat it. I think that's where they either, I don't know, do they lay eggs? It's where they have their chrysalis. When they are caterpillars, I believe, and they transform into a butterfly, I believe they use the milkweed to hang on until they transform. So that's my lovely little backyard garden. This is a clematis vine that I'd had, and I thought I'd killed it. But it came back to life and it's going crazy this year. And this is also another variety of catnip that I got at the local farmer's market here in town. So that's it, guys. That's my backyard. Yeah, that's it. So these are my two little monsters. This is Biscuit, little Mr. Biscuit, and this Zoe, the Barker. I told you I like to go to the Restore store. So I like to build things out of whatever I can find around. Well, I built my own headboard. As you can see, I did not do the greatest job, but it is on there and it stays. Now, back here is my house plants. Some of them are doing better than others. Cats do not help this one out at all because they like to sit in the fucking plant pot and look out the window. I've got all of these on clearance between Lowe's and Menards. I can't tell you what all of them are. I have no clue. But I brought them back to life. So these are my plants. This poor little thing, I don't know what happened to it. It had leaves all up and down. I cut them off because they were dying. I think I killed it almost. You can see there's some new starts, so that's a good thing. It's coming back to life. This poor little thing died. I couldn't save it. My aloe vera plant has went crazy. I have no idea what this little plant is either because when I got it, the leaves were dead and falling off, and I'm trying to get it to come back. This monstrosity has went nuts in my flowers, in my window. I don't know, let me see what this is. This is a philodendron bronze, supposedly. So, yeah, this one has went crazy big. I can't get a good picture, but it's went nuts. This is a prayer plant. It's seen better days. Also, I think it's getting too much sun, and I think it got too dry while I was on vacation. This is a begonia of some sorts. I have not seen it flower. I don't know if it flowers, honestly, but it's fuzzy and it feels cool. This, don't know either. It was half dead when I bought it. It's coming back. And we've got the spider plant that's been doing pretty good. And my cats like to chew on my plants. So some of these are poisonous, just so you know. And there's the back of my headboard, if you can tell. I put little lights on it. That's to keep my curtains away. I put little lights on the back for at night. So if I need light, I just flip a little switch on the side and give me a little bit of a night light. So, yeah. There's my flower collection. Alright, y'all. We are on a trail in the Chain Lake State Park. Sorry. I thought I would find a good spot to set up my tripod, but I did not. So, I'm just going to walk and talk. So, I just wanted to say, I want this channel to be educational, funny, whatever. And I'm going to have a disclaimer. I do cuss. I'm pretty honest and blunt. And these bugs are freaking crazy. So, if you don't like that, and anything that I say is my opinion, I am a nurse with a master's degree in nursing education, but that does not mean I can diagnose or treat. So, I can give advice only. So, do not take anything I say as the gospel. Take everything with a grain of salt. Always investigate on your own. Don't ever take anybody's word for anything, including the doctors. That being said, so, man, these things are crazy. I just wanted to say that I think with the way the world is today and the way that it's going, everybody kind of needs to learn who you are. Learn what makes you happy and live your life towards reaching that goal. You don't have to please everybody. You don't have to please anybody but yourself. And I think that if everybody would be a little nicer in the world and would learn to take care of themselves, learn to do things that make you happy. Like me, I got tired of being stuck in my house, so I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go out here, walk around, record a video. Even though I don't have the money to get in here, I still did it anyway. So I think everybody needs to close your eyes and think of, picture where you're at that makes you the happiest. I think there's a frog that just jumped down there in front of me. Where do you picture yourself your happiest? Where would you be the happiest if you spent your entire life there? Like if you've had the rest of your life there, where would that be? And if you stop and if you change your life and work towards that goal, stop buying crap. We buy so much crap for our houses that we don't need. And we work our ass off and still get nowhere. Some people work 2 or 3 jobs and still can't pay all their bills or even afford to have a place to live. So if we would work towards happiness, hummingbird, and work towards getting to that place that you see yourself living the rest of your life, being at your happiest, then I think the world would change. Now, I think a lot of people need to learn how to take care of themselves. I'm a big believer in doing as much as you can for yourself. I got on YouTube and learned how to change my oil. I've learned how to do most of my stuff at my house by watching YouTube videos. Mosquito got me. But if you are self-sufficient, if you can grow your own food, that's the simplest thing you can learn how to do. If you can grow your own food, you're already ahead of the game. Number one, you're going to eat healthier. Number two, it's going to cut down on your costs. And number three, at some point in time, it could be valuable. We don't know what's going on with this world. We don't know if everything could crash. What if the internet crashes tomorrow? How is a lot of people going to access their money? How is anything going to happen? So I think we need to learn how to take care of ourselves and at the same time help each other. Watch out for falling acorns or walnuts. Shit. Oh, God. I'm getting bombed. Help yourself first. And then that goes for relationships too. You need to know yourself. You need to know what really makes you happy, what you are willing to deal with. And I think if we would, and I'm just as bad as the next person on this, it took me nearly 50 years to figure it out. If we would learn who we are and love ourselves first, and I know, yeah, mosquitoes are horrible. I know that it's difficult. Whew. And I'm getting bombed again. But we have to love ourselves before we can love anybody else. And when we're expecting those text messages back, when we're expecting whatever, those text messages that you're expecting are really for your insecurities. It's not anything else. If you were securing yourself and securing your relationship with your partner, you wouldn't have the need and the anxiety to expect them to text you all the time. And a lot of people are different. There's a lot of things, my God, the bugs are back. A lot of things that go into people. And I'm a big believer in astrology, reincarnation. So I think that there's somebody out there for everybody, but you have to be on your right path, in your life's path. Hey guys, it's me, Danny, again. Sorry for the video cutting off. After my attack by the mosquitoes, I hit the wrong button and it was fast forward with no sound, so I'm recording this little part. Basically what I was saying is you need to get to know yourself. Make yourself happy. Then worry about being with somebody else in a relationship or anything else. You need to worry about you. And that's the most important thing. Know who you are. Follow your values. Follow your hopes and dreams. And hopefully, you'll get to where you're meant to be in life. Alright guys, you made it to the end of my video. Hope you learned something. Hopefully you were entertained a little bit. And hopefully I'll see you again on the next one. Thanks for watching, and hit the like button. Thanks.